This is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1, Player 2, Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. And here are the categories that await your selection. TV MDs. It happened on Halloween. The Animal Kingdom. It's All Good. Mountains. And mythology. Player 1, make a selection, please, as we continue. J.D., Turk, and Dr. Cox have practiced on this series. Yes, Player 1. Use the Wii remote or press the corresponding direction on the plus. Correct. Player 1. Maria Bello and Sherry Stringfield are among the many who doctored up this long-running NBC show. Let's hear it, Player 1. Yep. You get to pick again, Player 1. Doctors Lisa Cuddy and Allison Cameron have roamed Princeton Plainsboro Hospital with this acerbic title doc. Okay, Player 1. Yes. Please pick again, Player 1. Answer, it's the Daily Double. You are currently in the lead. How much? The clue, Dr. Kavanaugh, the first name would give things away, was a Boston M.E. with a checkered past on this drama. That puts you even further ahead. Player 1. We dig forensic anthropologist Dr. Temperance Brennan on this Fox drama. It's Player 1. Correct. Choose again, Player 1. (1926). There's no escape for this magician who dies following a rupture of his appendix. Okay, Player 2. Right. We return to you, Player 2. 1846. Heavy snowfall traps this carnivorous party in the Sierra Nevada mountains. It's Player 1. You got it. Player 1, back to 1956. The Brits and the French invade Egypt in response to the nationalization of this. Yes, Player 1. That's correct. You again, Player 1. 1961. This man's body is removed from Lenin's tomb. Let's hear it, Player 2. You are correct. Select again. 1998. This Mideast nation announces it will no longer cooperate with UN weapons inspectors. Player 1. Yes. Player 1. Pick again. The Norway type of this infuriating rodent actually originated in Asia. Let's hear it, Player 3. Yes. Choose again, Player 3. The eyes of these croaking critters usually bulge, but they retract and push down on the mouth to help in swallowing. It's player 1. That is correct. Select again. The hermit type of this animal can twist its abdomen to one side so it tucks neatly into its home. Okay, player 1. Right. Player 1, back to you. This large prickly rodent gets its name from the French for spined pig. Player 3. Good. We return to you, player 3. The hirola is also known as the four-eyed species of this African ungulate. Yes, player 2. Hey, you're right. Player 2, back to you for our next selection. Also known as a cathode, it's the car battery terminal with a plus sign. It's player 1. Right. You get to pick again. It can mean far better than average, or not yet settled like an unpaid debt. Player 2. That's right. Way to go. You again, player 2. The bird Ardea herodias isn't just any blue heron. It's this blue heron. Okay, player 2. That's correct. Please pick again, player 2. As an adjective, it means very impressive. As a noun, it's a lavish production. Let's hear it, player 1. Yeah, good. Player 1, you pick again. Marvin Hagler was Marvelous Marvin. Tom Seaver was nicknamed Tom This. Yes, player 3. Good for you. You again, player 3. The Hoosick Mountains are a range of these colorful mountains located in Vermont. Player 2. That's it. Player 2, back to you. Tenzing Norgay was one of the first two men to reach the summit of this mountain on May 29, 1953. Let's hear it, player 3. Right you are.
Yeah!
We return to you, player 3. The Waianae Mountains in this U.S. state rise up to 4,025-foot Mount Kaala. It's player 3. That is correct. Player 3, you pick again. The Caucasus Mountains of Eastern Europe are predominantly found in this country. Okay, player 2. That is correct. Choose again, player 2. Geological evidence shows that this 5,000-mile mountain chain may extend south into Antarctica. Yes, player 1. Good. You get to pick again, player 1. Some say his 12 labors were penance for killing his wife Megara and their children. It's player 2. Correct. Please pick again. Player Jupiter is the Roman equivalent of this Greek god. Player 3. Good.
Yeah!
Select again. She was given a box and told not to open it. She did, releasing the world's evil, but shut it before hope could escape. Yes, player 3. That's right. Way to go. Player 3, back to you. Here's Kelly with the clue.
According to Greek myth, this monster depicted here 8 people who could not answer its riddle.
Let's hear it. Player 2.
Yeah!
Correct. Let's have a look at the $1,000 clue. This Greek sea god could cause springs to flow and create storms with a flourish of his trident. Okay, player 2. Yep. Player 3 is in third place, which means, of course, player 3 will select first in Double Jeopardy. Clues are worth $400 to $2,000 in these categories. Airports. New York, New York. The Old Testament. 1960s TV. The essence of things. And science. Let's get back into this now. You have control of the board. Denver International has North America's longest commercial one of these, 3 miles long. Player 1. Yeah, right. Player 1. Pick. At St. Petersburg Clearwater Airport in this state, a plaque marks the 1914 sale of the first air travel ticket. It's player 1.
Yeah!
Good. Player 1, back to you for our next selection. This mayor presided over the construction of New York City's first municipal airport. Okay, player 1. Right you are. Player 1. A company called BAA operates Southampton, Stansted, and Glasgow, but this is its busiest airport. Yes, player 1. That's correct. We return to you. At this European city's airport, you can have a sandwich and, of course, a coffee at the Café Karenblixen. Let's hear it, player 2. Hey, you're right. Choose again, player 2. Completed in 1931, this structure required 10 million bricks. A true stairmaster would climb its 1,860 steps. Player 3. You got it. Select again. Forget about it. Now a borough, it was incorporated as a village in 1816 with roughly 4,000 residents. It's player 2. Yes. Player 2. In 1754, King's College was founded in New York City. Today it's known as this Ivy League University. Let's hear it, player 2. You are correct. Player 2. In 1776, after the Battle of this area, the British retook New York City, and held the city until the war's end in 1783. Yes, player 3. Good for you. You again, player 3. In 1765, Congress met in New York to protest unfair taxes levied under this act. Okay, player 1. That is correct. You get to pick again, player 1. This book says Noah's Ark was 300 cubits in length, making it about 500 feet long. Player 2. Right. Please pick again, player 2. Jacob and this other twin son of Rebekah even struggled against each other in their mother's womb. Let's hear it, player 1. Yes. Player 1, you pick again. In Samuel 28, the prophet Samuel appears to King Saul and predicts his defeat by this group. Yes, player 1. That's correct. Choose again, player 1. According to the Bible, she was not only Abraham's wife, she was also his half-sister. Okay, player 2.
Yeah!
That's it. Player 2. Pick again. Deuteronomy may mean second law, but it's this number book of the Old Testament. It's player 3. Yes. Player 3, back to you for our next selection. First aired on September 30th, 1963, Opie the Birdman has become a classic episode of this sitcom. Yes, player 1.
Yeah!
Right. Player 1. The never-used lyrics of its theme song were written by Gene Roddenberry. Okay, player 1.
Yeah!
Correct. Please pick again, player 1. On The Addams Family, Ted Cassidy played not only Lurch, but this disembodied hand as well. Let's hear it, player 1.
Wow!
That's correct. You get to pick again, player 1. On August 29th, 1967, he finally caught up with the one-armed man. Player 1.
Wow!
Right you are. We return to you, player 1. In 1964, Mary Tyler Moore won her first Emmy as this new Rochelle housewife. It's player 3. Good for you. You again, player 3. A covering for the blade of a knife. Okay, player 1.
Yeah!
You are correct. Select again. You'll be a contender if you know this term for a boxer who jabs with his right. Yes, player 2. Yes. You get to pick again, player 2.
Yeah!
Answer. The first of the daily doubles. You are currently in second place. Give us a wager, player 2. All right, here's your clue. The deliberate destruction of property or equipment by resistance fighters or enemy agents. That is correct. Player 2, back to you. Old school inhalant to give you a nicotine rush. It's player 1. Correct. Player 1, you pick again. From the Urdu for soldier, it was an Indian native who served in the British Army in the 1800s. Let's hear it, player 3. That's it. We return to you, player 3. The third law of thermodynamics implies that a system can never be brought to this temperature point. Player 1. Hey, you're right. Please pick again, player 1. In 2006, Israeli scientists claim to have created the ball type of this stormy phenomenon using a microwave oven. Let's hear it, player 1. You got it. Player 1, pick again. All right, here with the clue is Kelly.
Symbolized lambda, the total distance covered by one complete cycle of oscillation from peak to peak or trough to trough is called this.
It's player 1. Right. You again, player 1. We went underground to learn this unit is equal to about 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd power molecules of a substance. Yes, player 1. Right. Here's the $2,000 clue. Answer, the second daily double, and you have the lead. You need to select your wager. Okay, here is the clue. In 2007, Intel announced a new, faster chip design replacing this 14th element with hafnium. Congratulations, you're still in first, player 1. All three of you will participate in Final Jeopardy right after this. Consider your wagers carefully as you think on this category. Military men. You need to select your wager. Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. And now the last clue. Books about this American are subtitled Warrior as Wordsmith and The Far Eastern General. What did you say? And that correct response will add... And your response? How much do you add to your total with that correct response? What did you put as your response? And this correct response will add how much to your score? Congratulations, player one. You're the winner. We'll see you all next time.